Meanwhile, back in January.
I can't get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life.
My bed is 4. Look it. My bed is 3. Look, I'm getting lower and lower. My bed is 2.5.
No, I'm not nervous. My hand's shaking.
He's like, don't be nervous.
Because they're like well stacked.
If that stays up, it ain't nothing but the devil.
Stop it.
Oh my god.
You said you would help me.
Good. All right, y'all. So I went earlier today and did my COVID test because we have to do a COVID test one day before our flight, which our flight is tomorrow. So they said the results will be ready at 3. I think I went like about 9:30 this morning. So at 3, it's 2:30 now. At 3, I'm going to go over and go see what my results are. Fingers all the way crossed, because I don't know, every time you take a test it always just feels like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Especially being that if this test comes back positive, we got to quarantine, or not we, but whoever's test comes back positive has to quarantine here for 14 days. Now they say that the room is paid for, but I don't know what the fine print is. The fine print might be the room might be paid for, but you have to pay for your food and incidentals. That might be the fine print. I don't even know. It's just a lot. It's just a big inconvenience. This is why I really didn't want to come in the first place, because of all of this. And now that it's almost time to go, I feel like because I was positive before, and even though I tested negative to come here, what if the negative was a false negative? What if the COVID still isn't out of my system and now my test comes back positive? What if they just mix up tests? Because it was a super fast process. I should have recorded when I went, but I forgot. But they basically, you fill out your little paper with your information on it, and then he quickly did your nose, and then boom, 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 it was like done. So did you make sure you put my thing with the paper that, I don't even know, y'all. But I don't want to be here for another 2 weeks. Obviously, if that's my fate and I have to be here for another 2 weeks, I would really try to get some work done as far as, you know, editing and things like that, because I did bring all that I needed for that. And I'm thinking that you would be quarantined in the room, so I don't know how any of it works. But we would just make the best out of it. But until then, y'all, cross y'all fingers and wish me all the luck. Wish me all the luck, even though y'all seeing this like a whole year later or something to that effect. I don't know. Y'all, we going up here now to go see what our results are. Can I get my results?
The results are here, down to this corner, to the bottom, in the hospital.
Alright, you said do what?
Down this corner. And to
the results?
The results for the COVID.
Alright, so go back around there.
Yes, in the hospital.
Okay, thank you. Hi, question.
Yes.
Are the COVID results, where do we get them?
Just here, but
right.
Probably will be ready in 10 minutes.
In 10 minutes? Okay, thank you. Yep, it might be the same thing, my love. Ready?
Yes, we have a number, please.
Okay, it's 620. Do you print out the thing for the flight? What? What's that?
620, right?
Yes.
That's yours.
No, this isn't me.
It's not you?
No, that's Gwendolyn Gonzalez. I'm Canesha Davis.
Oh.
Gwen's is negative.
Davis.
Yeah, Davis.
Okay, that's yours.
All right, this is mine. Yay! We can go home. We're negative. You always get. I know you always get so nervous. Like.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, freaking out that. You were thinking about the results.
Yeah, like. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah. All right, so we're negative. We can go home. Me and Gwen. All right, thank you. All right, y'all. We at Cebu. And there's Cebu. Yes, Cebu. Mercy Boo. And this is, look at them trying to be fancy. This is my strawberry margarita.
Everything looks yellow now.
All right. This is my frutti de mare. And that's that. That's some black beef. She has frutti de mare. That's some ravioli. He brought everything out.
Look at this one. That has fresh
Wow. We ordered like all the food. And there's my salmon. Lasagna. What is that? Lasagna. Who has lasagna? No.
I don't know who else
Okay. So get it.
Oh, the pizza.
Well, yeah, we don't have no room for it. You got lasagna too? Yeah, we ran out of room on the table. So the pizza's kind of balanced on top of two plates. Yeah.
Spaghetti bolognese.
Fish.
This is another spaghetti with seafood.
Look, y'all. I'm drunk. Okay. Okay.
The lady not too much of the guys here now.
They didn't do this for us when our food came. So we ordered all the desserts. Oh God! Just so that they could do this. Oh, we so greedy. We are ready.
Uno, dos, tres.
I'm so excited.
Dos, tres.
Thank you, gracias. Mucho besos. Hold on. This is tiramisu.
This is some chocolate heart. Some chocolate bomb.
Oh, so which one? That's the limoncello. And then, yeah.
So put it in the center so we can try them all.
I don't want to. I'm
Those who
good.
want some. Limoncello is what I wanted to begin with.
Yeah. I had a strawberry margarita. Then I had a mango margarita. And I am done.
That is gross.
I just want to pass out. It's gross. I know that's gross. Let me watch you eat it.
Why did you get this at the bakery?
I hate tiramisu. Ugh. Happy Monday, Mexico. Today is our last day here, and so we are going to do somewhat of one of our traditions when we go on a vacation that involves the beach. Walk the beach for the last time, even though we didn't even walk the beach for the first time, and just saying goodbye. But in Jamaica it's different, because in Jamaica we always have this sense of, oh, look at that sun, guys.
another
Look at that sun coming up. I don't know if it's translating for y'all the way it's translating for me. But this is our room right here.
I'm gonna take it in the same spot.
This is the wedding, the wedding deck. Son's wedding. When any of y'all go to places like the islands or something, do y'all's eyes itch? Ooh, they itch. In Jamaica, my eyes be itching real bad. I don't know what it is or what it could be that I'm possibly allergic to. And because what we know is, like, when you come to resorts, there's different tiers, just like cruise ships. There's different tiers. So our tier felt like a mid-tier resort,
Yeah.
where you're not gonna get the food wasn't gonna get but so fancy. The drinks were gonna be made with corn syrup, the same corn syrup. All the drinks had this same aftertaste. Yeah.
You know what? I would say my chocolate martini. That's why I ended up with those.
Those were good.
Those were good. The first one I had, I had like 3 this entire time, and 2 of them was yesterday.
So, all right. So, yeah. So, what else did you appreciate? The wedding was absolutely beautiful.
I appreciated that. Well, our little swim up. I've never had a swim up, and I didn't know really in my mind. I couldn't figure out what that was even going to look like. So to see it the way it was interesting. Because in my mind, I thought it was going to be like the ocean.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But it worked because it was warm. So I just felt like for me, who it takes a minute to get in the water, knowing that I could just walk into that, I was very happy. And then hearing that other people were like, oh, I want
Yeah, so we didn't have a swim up that you couldn't use. Like other people, their swim ups, the water was freezing, and ours was heated. We had a heated swim up.
Yep.
The good thing about the swim up was it provided you with your sense of having a private pool.
Yeah.
If you didn't want to go and be in the whole public pool with all the people.
Yeah.
And then also, even though ours was at the wedding singer spot, the weddings could provide entertainment.
Yeah.
Just people watching the weddings.
Right.
You know. But if you're a person who truly wanted privacy, then that would be a negative for you. That wouldn't be good.
Right.
Oh, look at the sign.
Yeah.
It's like this way to Cuba, USA, Chichen Itza, Cozumel, Hobart, North Carolina, random place, out of all the places, North Carolina, Puerto Rico, Cancun, Tulum, snorkeling, and snorkeling. See, look at this. Look, this looks like a good tier. Oh yeah, you can tell. Look at their chairs. Look at that. These people look like they rich. They will not even allow their feet to touch the sand. And this is what somebody else was saying too. All right, you see how he is like getting the seaweed up? So I watched a video where somebody was complaining about the resort they were on in Mexico because they didn't do anything to like groom the seaweed. So it was like the seaweed was just everywhere, like in the water, it just, you know. And they couldn't really enjoy any of it because it was just so much. And she was saying how she has been to other resorts where they actually do something about it. So I can see what she means now because they're actually doing something with the seaweed.
And then here I am.
Look at this. Oh, this is gorge.
Yeah.
Look at that pool. It's almost like an infinity pool. Oh, this is gorge. We're staying here next time. Sorry. I know. Well, I'm not that much of a big fan of this area, only because it seems as if there's not a lot to do, but I don't know. There could be. Yeah. With the little, yes, like cute. Yeah, it looks like it's the hot tub underneath there. Yeah, that's gorge. That's gorge. That just looks like they care about you. And like they have sea bass and lobster every day. See, look, you can see the sand that's not groomed from the seaweed. And now for our last day, we do have massages scheduled.
These look like they're more like little private cottage situations. This might be like a little, I don't know, boutique hotel. Oh, yeah. So you can keep going. I was saying, look, when this might be like a little boutique hotel situation or somebody's private home or Airbnb or something. Look for rent. Yeah.
But we don't know how good it is, you know. They may be like, we can stay here.
Because those are the things that sometimes staying at a resort isolates you from or insulates you from, you know, what the outside world is doing, because they want you to use all their services at a premium price.
So for those of us who
some steps,
you know, like how we do, like you said, Jamaica. This is how people do maybe Mexico.
Oh, look at that hole in that. Well, that's dangerous. Yeah. The thing about this place is, if you was going to rate it 1 to 10, what would you give it?
Originally, I'd said 4.
Yeah.
And then we talked it.
And moved it to a 5.
Right. But, you know, I think I'll even give it a 6, because maybe, you know, some of it, I just want to take and say, you know, maybe I could appreciate it more.
Yeah, because even when you give it a 5 sounds low, but there really wasn't any low points. You know, we don't have any complaint. Like, there wasn't anything that we can complain about. There wasn't, what would we say could have been better? You know what I mean? What could have been better?
Right. What makes up for those?
Yeah, and I just think what it is that we're just a more, we're more of an advanced sort of traveler. You know, like, since we're so well traveled, we have, our expectations are a little higher, even though, you know, we've been in some places that was like, what the fuck? Right. And they was like, you gonna take this? And we was like, okay. But you know, so I think there wasn't anything that provided, there wasn't anything that truly delighted the senses.
Right, like when we first walk in, and that was something when we first walked into one of the resorts in the Dominican. It was just like, oh my gosh, this entrance is everything.
But had this been one of our first trips, maybe it would have been because we wouldn't have seen anything like this before.
I think I believe, if I remember correctly, the entrance to the Excellence, it was like, dang, that's nice.
Oh, see?
So the entrance was like majestic.
Yeah.
You know, I think what they spend their money on for you, when you walk in, and even this is nice.
Yeah, so it wasn't like ours was no frills.
Right.
It wasn't that.
It is on a different level.
Yeah, so maybe it could get a 6. I mean, we would have to just truly sit and look at the categories, because like I said, you said service was great. Cleanliness was great.
Mm-hmm.
There weren't no issues.
There were always people around doing something.
Yeah.
Right? So to me, they didn't disappear and you had to go find somebody.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, is being available.
And I think we be judging stuff based off of our own sense of adventure. Because when you think about Jamaica, the Jamaica places we stayed, they ain't had no appeal at all.
Nope.
And cleanliness was like hit or miss. Like, what? You know what I'm saying?
They did it, and then they were done.
Exactly. But yet we loved it because of the sense. It appealed to our sense of adventure.
Yeah.
It appealed to that.
Yep.
So it's very.
Always that clean. You know?
So it's very unfair, these ratings, honestly. And so I think it also goes back to what's important to you. You know, and for us, like, relaxing isn't high on our list of priorities. for me, it is a sense of adventure. It is a sense of, now we can go do this. Now we can go do that. What's our plan? So I just feel like maybe as a whole, the whole Puerto Morelos area ranks low for me.
Right, because maybe it's the immediate area, there's not a lot to do, or doesn't feel like there's a lot to do. It's very more sedentary type of lifestyle. If you want to do excursions, then you got to leave this area to go do all of those things.
Yeah, so that's why I said it really is, a rating really is a personal choice, like based off of what you are into personally. Because if we took you to some of the places we've been in Jamaica, you probably would look at us like, what the hell are you trying to do to us? You know what I mean? There are people who probably be like, we are not staying here. And we're like, why? It's almost like, but this is our auntie's house. That's what Jamaica feels like you're staying at your auntie's place. And your auntie's place ain't going to always be the cleanest, because it's a real lived-in home that doesn't have a staff. That's a daggone shame. That you say in hotels that they don't have a staff. Well, I just think the comparison, the fact that we give Jamaica such a high rating, even though like, the accommodations, the aesthetics are like very suspicious. But I think that's what travel's about for me. Guys, what travel is about for me is not so much getting somewhere, laying down and being pampered. It's about immersion. It's about feeling like you had an immersive experience on top of seeing the highlights of what's the best a country has to offer, but also what is real about a country and what they offer. And sometimes when you come to this resort, you don't get that second part. You don't get the feeling of being immersed into a culture, and you don't get a feeling of feeling what's real about a country. I want to feel like I've grown. I want to feel like I learned something. I want to feel like I can take something back with me and not a trinket from a gift shop. But as you guys can see, walking down the beach, this is what you can get. And it's a nice little exercise. Whew. But it's funny, the other thing I'm not seeing, and maybe it's because this is all resort beaches we're walking on, but you don't see like locals. No. Well guys, we're going to turn back and head back. We have massages to get ready for. So we'll see y'all later. So, if when didn't offend y'all, don't forget the thumbs up. Wow. Subscribe and talk to us in the comments below. In the comments below. All right, y'all, we back. This is where we at. Look. How does it look off the side of the beach compared to some of the other things we've seen walking down? Last day vibes. Okay, on my way over, we have a hair appointment. We have a massage appointment. So I'm going over to Mercedes and M's room to get Gwen so that we can head over to our massage appointments. No. So here we go. This is the spa. Oh, it's good. Ooh. Oh, okay. I got drawers on. Oh, we can play in the sand.
Relaxing massage?
Yes.
Do you have any medical conditions or allergies?
No.
Okay. Would you like me to focus me in a special part?
All right, yeah. That was nice. That was nice. And relaxing. And it was really good. My massage. So Gwen is still in there. She's enjoying the hydrotherapy portion of it. But I'm not, because your girl want to eat. Yeah, I want breakfast. So I'm going to go back and get ready to go out and get breakfast. And then I need to come back and get my stuff packed up and figure that piece out. And then we just kind of lounge around and enjoy the grounds until our transportation picks us up to go take us to the airport, which is about 1:30. Let me show y'all the food real quick. They food. Hey, boo. Hey, boo thing. Hey, boo thing. So there's that. So they have the crepes right here.
All around the corner. I don't think
And then this is like this part is like really good. Like you can put your Mexican situation together. Like look at that. Oh, so yummy. And then in here you have your fruit station. Mini sandwiches and meats and stuff, and Spanish omelet, tortilla, plantanos, potatoes, and bacons and stews. Oh gosh, that looks good. You have this. Over there are your omelet stations. Those are omelet stations. And then usually it's the same thing on this side. Oh, not necessarily. Because you got your greens, almost like callaloo, but not. And such. Excuse me. Oh, this says entrance only. As for moi, I'm going to eat my crepe. Is this the end? I want to know. Is this the end? Is this the end? Oh, y'all are saying bye too. Oh. Good, I went to close back on. Yep. Is this the end? I want to know. Is this the end? Oh, y'all. It's been real. Now I get to go home where my food thing is waiting for me in Miami. I'm fantasizing, I know. I'm fantasizing. He home. He gonna pick me up from the airport. And then he gonna have dinner waiting for me. And then I'm gonna tell him, I'm gonna take him on a day-by-day replay of our vacation. He's gonna sit and listen to it all. And then, you know, then we're gonna go on a date. Because he jelly right now. He jelly. I think he jelly. Well, I gotta ask him, is he jelly?
He's the one who's supposed to come.
Well, I don't know if he's jelly. I'm just making this up in my fantasy. I gotta ask him. Because maybe in my fantasy, maybe he shouldn't be jelly. He ain't jelly. He ain't jelly. He just missed me, though. Because he didn't want to get rid of me. He don't like when I leave. But he's okay when I leave. I know. I'm making... Gotta get the storyline together.
He's a special man.
Why?
Because you said he missed you.
You know what? Exactly. I knew she was throwing shade. That's why I had to ask. I was like, that's he, a special man. It didn't sound right.
Because you said he missed me.
He missed me. Okay? He better miss me. No.
Special.
Y'all blinking. Gotta change y'all's diaper. Alright. So here's the thing. Sadea
is so good. Like, she just goes to anybody. She does not care. It's like, mommy is gone. She doesn't do the whole crying because mommy's gone. Okay. Ooh, look at you, Sadaya. That's you. That's you, girl. You see how you look on camera? You made for the lights. Lights, camera, action. Y'all, it's time for us to go. Our ride is here.
Be careful with your head.
So again, we have booked a private ride. No, I took video of it, but all right.
I can't get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking